All right, sunshines, let's get into this tutorial. It might be a game changer for you. I don't want to say it's 100% a game changer for you, but it may be a game changer for you. Just try it and see if you like it. It's alright if you don't like it, but I'm going to keep trying until you get it now. Even if you are great at Graphghanning, this may be something that you might want to do. Now, if you are the type of person that wants straight lines, this is not for you. When we crochet, we have jagged lines, and the jagged lines is what causes that one direction going this way and one direction going that way. And if that's not for you, this tutorial is not for you. But if you're okay with the consistency of your not consistency, the texture being a little bit different, you may like this. So this is basically a stitch that I have not seen in Graphghan, in the Graphghan world. I have not seen it, but the texture is a little bit different. The stitch the outlook is way different than a regular single crochet or half double crochet. So it's the herringbone. If you have done the herringbone, you know exactly what I'm talking about when it's easy and it's similar to HTC. But if you don't know what the herringbone is, I will show you exactly what the herringbone is. The herringbone is basically almost doing the HDC. The HDC, which is regular HDC, but almost as if you are about to do the extended HDC, but instead you do a slip stitch. That's basically what the herringbone is. So I'm going to show you real quick what that herringbone is. And the herringbone is basically HDC, right? And you know, yarn over, you go in your stitch, you pick up a loop, you have 3 on your hook. And then instead of going yarn over and pull through all 3, you're going to take this first loop right there and turn your hook a little bit and do that slip stitch with the second loop. And then yarn over and pull through 2. So basically that's the extended HDC, but with a slip stitch. So here you go again, pull up a loop, you take this one, do a slip stitch, yarn over and pull through 2. And that's how you are doing the herringbone. So I think that this may work for some people who like to do the pop, lock, and drop, but having some issues with the pop, lock, and drop. So we'll see. We'll see if this is for you. If it's not, it's okay. But if you like the pop, lock, and drop, this is another form of locking it in that you can do that can help you. Now, for me, it's not as fast as regular half double crochet, but after a while you get into the groove and it's not as bad. But yeah, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to show you how I do it with the Graphghan and changing colors and whatever. All right, let's go. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do a little pumpkin for the holiday season, for you Halloween. And then we're going into Thanksgiving. All right, so I'm gonna follow this graph, and I'm on this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on the 8th row. The size is just like half double crochet, so this is a pretty good size. All right, so I have this one right here, and the green, I'm going to do the slip stitch like I showed you for the herringbone, and then I'm going to drop down that green, pick up my orange, which is already there, yarn over, pull through. Okay, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through that one. So I have 2, so I'm going to make my 2, right? So now I'm going to pull, make my slip stitch. Now, because I have to change my color, I'm going to drop that orange, pick up my black, and pull through. I tug down on that a little bit, not a whole lot. Yarn over, go into my stitch, pull up a loop, do my slip stitch with that second loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and the same thing with the next one. My slip stitch, and now I'm going to stop because now I have to change colors back to the orange again. So I'm going to drop down that black and pick up the orange and continue. Okay, I have to do 3, and then I have to add this orange. Well, in my case, it's black. So I'm going in, pick up the loop, make my slip stitch, and I need to do 4. So 1, 2, right now 3, and 4. Now it's time to add the black. So being that I already have the black in here, I am going to add more block. I have my black over here on the side. Always make sure you have your colors ready. Okay, so I make my loop like I always do. Go in, pull through the 2, tug down on the back a little bit. Now it's time to start my 3 right here. Now, listen. Either I carry my yarn through or add a new one. Being that this is the only black that I am going to use right here, the 1, 2, 3, and here 4, I will take that chance of carrying it through. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I would take that chance. But for the demonstration of this video, I will not, because some people are still learning, and it's best to learn how to not do the carry. Only because I don't want anyone to get so used to carrying, because that's tapestry in my opinion. But it's up to you. It's actually preference, to be honest. Preference. All right, go in, pull through, because I'm adding my other side of my nose. And I'm actually crocheting over my tail like I always do. Crocheting over my tail. And I need to make 4 of these. Now, because I have this black here already, I am going to take that black, put it on top of my hook. On top of the hook, and pull up my loop, make my slip stitch. Now I'm dropping that, picking up the black, make my 2, but I'm also going to make sure I have that tail because I had the tail from the other row. And do the same thing. Make my slip stitch. 1 and 1 more, 2. Now it's time to change colors. Drop the black and pick up that orange. And I need to do 2 orange like I did with the other side. And I'm going to take that tail from the orange from the previous row. And 1 more. Now drop that, pick up the green. So basically, like I said, it's just about the same thing as HTC. The only difference is and it's the same thing as doing an HTC extended version with the pop, lock, and drop, except for we are doing that slip stitch. And there you go. It's just a different texture. I think I've been doing it for like a couple of days now. So I think like once you get the hang of it, the color changing is a little bit more smoother. Like I said, it may work for you, it may not work for you, but listen, I'm trying, right? I'm trying to get you guys to love Graphghanning. All right, I'm going to do the second row so that you can see it from the back, and then we're done. All right, so I have the background color, just 1. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 9. And I'm going to keep on going. But as I'm going, I am weaving in my ends. But making sure that I am not weaving in to the point where you could see from the other side. You don't want to see this black when you're supposed to see orange. So I'm going to go here and next. As I'm doing it, I'm like pulling it a little bit because you want to make sure that it's not bunched up in there and you don't want it to be seen from the front. So the best thing to do is to just pull down on it. All right, now I'm going to pick up this orange. Even though this is orange, I'm still picking it up and I'm weaving it through because I honestly don't really need all of the orange, this extra. I don't need it all, but I might need it when I get up to here. So I'm going to push it up. All right, now go into here. And keep going. But I'm also trying to do it as loose as possible so that it's not tight and the stitches are not bunched up. All right, so now I have, oh wait, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Okay, so now I have the black that I'm going to pick up because I need 1 black. Going over like that. Now do my slip stitch like this and drop that orange. Pick up the black. Do my 1 black. Slip stitch, right? I'm tugging on it a little bit. Drop the black. Pick up the other orange and let me tug down on this a little. And continue with my stitches with the orange. All right, so now I'm gonna keep going. And then when I get to this side, again, make sure I weave in that black. As so. Weave that black in. And pick up this orange. That's over here on this side. And we almost done with this orange. Drop that orange and pick up that green. Make my slip stitch. And that's it. Yarn over. Make my chain and turn, and there you go. Then you have the nose. So again, it may not be for you, it may be for you. So if you want to do the pop, lock, and drop, I will drop that in the description below if you want to learn how to do the pop, lock, and drop. But instead of doing the way I did it, the extended half double crochet, you could do it with the herringbone. And again, this is just a little bit texture. This is giving it a little bit more texture. The stitches are different. The stitches are actually, if you could tell, the herringbone stitch gives a certain type of look. And that's basically what it is. So, all right. I hope it helps a little. And I will talk to you again later. Bye.